Hello, how you doing, people of the BC? This is Christian down here in Santiago, Chile, doing another installment of going through my brother's CD collection, the one that he had to left here in Chile because he was translated. He moved to Canada, but by the end of July he was over there. So it's been more than a month that he's been doing his stuff over there. So without further ado, today I'm going to do the letter P. Cool stuff. Not so many bands, but some I think nice stuff I'm going to show you. So please bear with me with this one. I'm going to start with one of the newer bands he had. He got this one, I think, maybe because we got to see this band live the first time they played here in Chile many years ago. I can't recall exactly the date they played here. I think it was around this album, or maybe not. But this is Pearl Jam and Binaural. Of course, you'll know this digipack with I think this is a photograph of a star. I can't recall exactly what it's all about, but it's a good record, not one of the best of the band. What we have here, it's good. Insignificance is good. Of the girls, nothing as it seems, but it's typical Pearl Jam stuff. So next, let's go with yep, this. Oh, this one was a cool thing he had, because I had no idea he got it. This is a band. This is a super group from the 80s. Not so many groups in the 80s in the pop era of pop type of music that they were playing, because it was really cool, the way they play, and the addition of a couple of key members that made the sound of the band even different, even groovier, with a lot of punch and a lot of swing and style. Of course, I'm talking about the Power Station. This is a really good record. Of course, we have here two members of Duran Duran. This guy and that guy, the guitar player. This is the bass player, and the guitar player, the Taylor. Fun thing about Duran Duran, if you don't know, they had four guys, no, three guys with the last name Taylor, and they were not related at all. They had the drummer, the guitar player, and the bass player. They had all the last name is Taylor, and they were not related. Of course, we have the late Robert Palmer on vocals, and the amazing Tony Thompson from Chic on drums. This is a great one. I was really happy to see this one in his collection. I'm going to crank this one up because it has some great songs. Of course, Get It On, Bang a Gong, Something Like It Hot, and Communication. Those were the three singles that were released from this record. Here we go, Power Station. The next one, this one you will have no idea what it is, because this is from an artist from Argentina. The name of the guy is Papo. This is more of his blues era. He's here he's playing a rendition to. I don't know if you can see, there are some drawings of old blues guys from the early 90s. And here he's playing a rendition, kind of homage to all those old blues men, old blues guys from the early early 20th century. And Papo used to be more in the mid 80s. He had a kind of successful career fronting a heavy metal band in Argentina by the name of Riff. It's really good. It's really raw. It's really heavy metal. That's the best way to describe the kind of music he was doing in the early 80s, in the first half of the 80s up until 85, 86. Then he switched to a more blues type of music, playing traditional blues or hard blues, that kind of thing. Unfortunately, he passed many years ago due to a car accident, if I'm correct, or a motorcycle accident in Argentina. It was a huge loss for the Argentine scene of um, for uh, for classic blues. He was playing. It's a really good artist. If you have the time and if you like blues, please try to look after Papo, Pappo. That's his stage name. He was more well known. Of course, he has another name. I can't recall his real name. Let me see if I can find it here. No, it doesn't say here his real name. That's another cool photo of him. So maybe you can check his blues stuff, Papo, or the thing or the band he had in the 80s, Riff. That's another one, highly recommend. I still don't have anything from him with fronting that band, but I think I can manage to grab one in a couple of next week, I think. Next, let's go with these guys. One of the biggest bands in the early 80s. They have only 5 albums. I think they had a perfect discography because they only did 5 and nothing more. They hated each other when they were together, but they played good music. They created good music. I think that tension helped them to create this great music. I'm talking about the Police. Here we have this Senjata Montata. Next we have Synchronicity. Next we have one of the coolest artwork that in my opinion ever created this band. This is of course Ghost in the Machine. This will be awesome to frame it if I own the vinyl. That's one of my ideas, grabbing the vinyl and frame this artwork because I think it's really cool. We all know that this thing represents one of each member. I think this one is Sting, this is Stuart Copeland, and this is Gordon Summer. No, and the Summer, sorry. And next we have the singles, The Police, Every Breath You Take, all the singles. The only thing I don't like about this one is the new version they did, Don't Stand So Close to Me 86. I don't like it that at all. I like the original version. I think it's way much better than the one they did here. But it is what it is. This is a cool compilation of I think all the big hits from the Police. So there it goes. And finally, the last band I'm going to talk here is one of the biggest bands in the world. Started in the late 60s and until a couple of years ago when the main guy decided not to do anything more with the band because he was tired and maybe he had another interest and not wanted to do music with this band, and mostly because one of the key members unfortunately passed many years ago due to cancer, I think. Here we have, let's see, let's try to go in order. Yep, this one of course it's Pink Floyd. This is a medley, I think one of my favorite albums of the band. Here you have Fearless. It's an awesome song and echoes. And one of these days, five songs but all good things the band created. Next we have one of the coolest artwork. This one is Pink Floyd Animals. Pigs on the Wing, dogs, and Pigs on the Wing 2, sheep, pigs, 3 different ones. All great stuff, and one of the most iconic artworks ever created. Of course, this one demands the vinyl, but I don't have it on CD, but that's okay. Next we have here, I think one of the best things they ever done. No, it's not my favorite. because I really think this one end up the band as we knew it in the 70s. This one is more of kind of a Roger Waters solo project. He almost created everything except comfortably now, because and that's you can tell. David Gilmour put his signature in that amazing solo. Of course, this one is The Wall on a fat jewel case with all the cool stuff inside, in great condition. So really glad to have this one in my collection. Next, we go with this. This one I knew he had it, but I have no idea in what condition it was. Just hoping it will be okay. It was glad to have it back in my hands and see it still great. This one is the okay, here it is. This one is Pulse, of course, the one with the slipcase. But this is I think this is one of the first presents they did, because this is one that comes with the blinking light here. Of course, it does not work because the battery ran out of battery many years ago. So now I have to replace it and see if it works. I hope it does, because it was really cool seeing this thing blinking in darkness all time. It was really cool to see. So let's hope it still works. So there it goes. Pink Floyd and Pulse. And finally, he had the limited edition of this one. This is mine. This is the regular edition, the one that came as a single, or not the limited edition of Pink Floyd Live. 81 doing the Wall Live in this fat jewel case, but he got back in the day this one, the deluxe edition with this cool book and everything like this. It has the disc right here, and the other one is over here with lots of cool stuff to read and to watch and to go through everything that was happening during the promotion the band did of the Wall. So really cool to have this one. Try to put it back together. So this is the limited edition, and I was telling you I have only the regular edition, so but it's a cool one to have both now here in my hands. So that's it. Those were the pieces, and in a couple of more days I will be uploading the next one. I think I would try to do the Q&Rs, and let's see what he has there to show you that will be interest to you to see. So that's it. This is Christian saying goodbye down here in Santiago, Chile. If you like to leave a comment, I will be so glad to reply to you as soon as possible. With nothing more to say, hope you have a great day. Bye bye.